Right now, some of the oil spewing into the Gulf of Mexico is being funneled into a ship. BP says it's using a tube to keep some of that leak out of the water. But worries are growing the oil slick may reach a current that would send it up the East Coast. The Deepwater Horizon rig exploded off Louisiana last month and killed 11 workers. Some experts fear that disaster could affect sea life for the next 10 years. But a Minnesota company says it has a non-toxic way to clean up the mess and protect animals and birds. Tonight, Don Shelby shows us how it works.
We're going on to the bogs.
Gene Ferweda is a Northwoods guy with an idea. And his idea could just be the best way to clean up all that mess coming from the oil spill down in the Gulf.
I happen to stumble bum up on this here, and that's that.
The idea comes out of the wet and swampy bogs of northern Minnesota.
I just know what to do because I've been in it all my life. I've been so stuck in this stuff, and then next time you ain't going to get stuck, so you know what to do. See, so I got my own education that way. And,
Gene has discovered that the peat in these cold water bogs is the perfect absorbent for oil and gas.
This is what the bog looks like, and it's lots of fibers.
So with the help of some other guys, Gene is harvesting the peat. He runs it through a mill and turns it into pellets. Once the pellets are dry enough, he grinds them into his own special mixture.
It took me quite a while to get the design and the mixture together that would work.
But we decided to test it for ourselves. This is bar chain oil, and we have some water here. And I'm just going to drop that on the surface. As you see, that floats. Now we're going to add some of this Plus Absorbent peat to the top. And you can see it attracts like a magnet. Now, if you just add a little bit of wave action to that, you can see it collects like a sponge. And it leaves the clear water behind.
This is probably going to be the most catastrophic spill of petroleum product to date in history.
Scott Peterson works with environmental troubleshooters based in Duluth. The company is contracted to clean up any messes in Duluth Harbor, and they've used Gene's product with good success.
It worked great. It basically broke things up, and we skimmed it off, and it becomes a renewable product also.
The oil-soaked peat could be burned for fuel, or it could be left to settle because it's all organic and non-toxic.
Once it's absorbed and it's floating around, the ducks and all that stuff can swim right through it. They don't get it on them.
Grass even grows back greener than ever.
It was a benefit to it and not any kind of a hazard.
It seems too good to be true.
But Bill Whiteside is working as the distributor for the product, and he's trying to get the attention of federal officials working on the cleanup.
We do have the material that we need to make the absorbent that they need. All we need is the contracts to get the job done.
When asked how it works, Gene says, God only knows.
I can't save the world. I know that. I can't have that kind of an ego, but I like to do my part, and I have a good idea.
Well, Don says U.S. Senator Al Franken's staff is working to get federal cleanup managers to take a look at that Minnesota peat product.